Hey everyone, it's Linda. Today is Monday, March 16th, and there's a lot going on, as we all know, but there's a message from the Divine Mother about reconnecting to her, asking for forgiveness, whether you're a child of the light or a child of the night, it doesn't matter. There's 3 concurrent wars going on right now. We got the coronavirus, and then we've got the war on the oil, and we've got the takedown of the cabal. And there's a lot of people being served indictments, and there's mass arrests going on. So around the world, you're going to start seeing things happening. Don't fear and don't panic. There has to be a way, just try to imagine how bad imagine how bad the corruption has been and what it would take to round up and arrest all the bad guys, all right? It's happening, and it's happening with the easiest way it could happen for humanity possible. That's the timeline that's playing out. So if you guys go to resignation.info, you can see that Q had asked them to set up a website and simply track since December 22nd, QAnon asked to track CEO resignations. It was post number 413. And since December 26, 2017, resignations, retirements, firings, and death cases were tracked. So the thing is, just in the last 2 weeks, the amount of resignations from CEOs and CFOs and presidents and vice presidents and board members from all these companies, and I'm not saying they're all corrupt, but it's just really interesting to see how many resignations have been going in. Are they being served their indictments? I don't know. I know what I feel and what resonates as my truth. I know the information I've received, and I've heard other information, other intel out there that I've gotten that, yeah, this is going down. These are the mass arrests. They're starting. They've already started, but the waves in which they're happening is it's like an orchestra. It's a beautifully pieced together work of art that's playing out to take the bad guys down. And we should be excited about this. This is like a celebration time of like, let's get them, and in a lot of videos I've talked about a couple of things. One is about the divine masculine, the divine feminine being opposing the complementary forces and how they're now working together. So you don't just want to combine them, you want to intermingle them and mix them and just become one. It's like connecting the left side and the right side of your brain, of your hemispheres. That's how you truly connect. Instead of staying separate, you want to be connected. And so when you learn how to lead with your heart and you have that connection in your heart, the divine feminine is not less than the divine masculine. So it's not just God the Father. There's also God the Mother. They're together. And I'm talking to people on my channel and my community. I'm not trying to talk to you guys like you don't know what's going on. I know you guys know what's going on. But for the people that are watching this for the first time, or for the people out there that have not learned to suspend their beliefs and suspend their disbeliefs, suspending your disbelief is one thing. You can say, okay, I didn't believe in that, I'll wait. But getting rid of your beliefs, to just put them on a shelf for a minute and say, I've believed this my entire life. How can I suspend that? Well, it's a challenge that you're facing right now. You're being asked to see that you cannot make plans. You're being forced to see that you cannot make plans one day out even. You're being forced to be in the present moment. You're being forced to take a look at your stuff and what you're afraid of, and really being asked to take a look at that stuff and purge what no longer serves you. How can you make the most of time to yourself? And if you're with your family or whoever you live with, or if you're by yourself, it doesn't matter. How do you make the best of it? How can you raise your vibration and stay in positivity and stay out of fear? How do you do that? when your whole world's going to shit. Well, maybe that's not such a bad thing. It has to happen sooner or later. It's a preordained destiny point that we're coming to. It's a golden age. It's peace and prosperity. It's world peace. It's all the things that we've talked about, that I've talked about, I've predicted and said on my channel, I've written in my book. There's a lot of things in here that are playing out right now. And yes, it might be the second inning, as quoted from, I believe, Pence or whoever said that. It might only be the second inning of the game, but it's actually the game time. The show time is happening. So the divine masculine, your father God, there's also a mother God. And you have your light and your night. And you're working together now as equal partners. The divine mother is no less than the divine father. So talk to her. Don't just go in your heart and pray to your old conditioned masters and your old conditioned lords and your old conditioning that religion taught you. Go in your heart and find your divine mother. Ask her to show you. And if you're already doing that, then great, you have that living connection. So the real world is flipping, it's cleansing, it's happening fast. We're all here. Check out the information for yourself on the resignation.info. No, it's not with an S, it's resignation.info. Check that out and check it out frequently. Check it out tomorrow too, because there's a whole bunch more that came in that are probably going to be posted in the next, however many hours or whenever they get a chance to update it. But keep on top of that and don't be afraid to speak your truth. Don't play small now. Speak what you know. Don't worry about conspiracy theories, because all the people that used to poo-poo that, they're done. Like, it's the conspiracy theorists are being shown that, not the conspiracy, the people that don't believe in conspiracy theories are the ones that are probably going to have their jaw on the floor. They're going to have their wake-up call too, because everybody is going to be given enough time to catch up, but you're going to be kind of pushed along the way. You're not going to be able to deny what's going on. When truth comes out, it's everyone will know it. And here we are in that moment. I don't know if I mentioned this or not yet about student loans. You can call now if you've been affected by the coronavirus and work in any capacity at all, or whatever. You can call them and you can say, can you put my payment on hold, please? I don't have the funds. So they'll freeze your accounts now for student loans. Eventually what's going to happen is they're all going to be wiped out. The debt will be released. And that's when NESERA and NESERA are announced. And they might not announce it as that, but it's coming. So the mortgages, there's not going to be any foreclosures. They'll probably be announcing that later today. I hope. We'll see. That no foreclosures, your utilities aren't getting shut off. There's going to be credit card debt forgiveness. There's going to be a whole bunch of things. If you haven't looked into that, you need to. Social Security is also going to be increasing somewhere to the tune of $5,000 a month, I believe. But they're the numbers that have been put out before by the plan, because we're switching back to gold-backed currency, and it's no longer going to be the same system that it was before. So one thing at a time, one day at a time, as this unfolds. A month from now, you mark my words, 1 month from now, in the middle of April, things are going to be so different. Our world is already going to change for the better, and you're going to see that play out every day in real time. Things are going to happen so fast every single day that your head's going to be spinning. So let it spin in an energetically positive, healing way. Start speaking your truth. Use that whirlwind, your head spinning, to clear out your throat chakra so you can speak what you know and calm people's fears. Everybody's going to be okay. I'm going to say this at the end of every message when I come on here. Everything and everyone is going to be okay. And for those that are directly affected by the virus, say, and die, or anyone who's dying from heart attack or cancer, any of the things right now, their soul has already contracted to leave during this time. They may not be ready for this whole thing playing out, or they may have chosen to die at this time for whatever. We all know when it's time, it's time. So we just don't know how we did that unless you have memories of your pre-birth. And most people on this planet do not have that information yet. So you don't know when you're going and why you're going, but there is a time for you. And so when people do pass, whether it's from the coronavirus or any other natural or unnatural way of disease or anything else, that is your time to go. So understand that the souls that have already contracted to leave, they've already made that decision. And that's how it's supposed to play out. You're here right now. You have a unique front row seat to be interactively playing in this game that's unfolding in front of us. And you also have the very special gift of a life right now. So remember, it's not what you know, but what you use of what you know that matters. Take care, everybody. I'll be back soon.